Hello, and welcome to another Ark Echo's Fandoms video with me, your host, Ark Echo. And this time on Ark Echo's commentaries, we are looking at a particular scene from the movie Dredd that came out in 2012. And this is the opening scene where you see apparently Dredd for the first time when he's taking down some crooks in a van who are doing drugs while driving. So let's get started. There we go. There he is on Judge Dredd on his bike. Now here's the thing. When all people always compare this movie to the Sylvester Stallone movie, which is like, yeah, but it's a different type of Dredd movie. This one's more like the comics. It's not exactly like the comics, but it's like more like the comics than the Sylvester Stallone one. But I know a lot of people moan about, Sylvester Stallone, he didn't have his helmet on for the entire movie. He kept taking it off. He only had it in like 2 bits in the movie. But to be honest, he was Sylvester Stallone. And I think the director's thinking and Sylvester Stallone's thinking was, yeah, he's Sylvester Stallone. He's not going to have a high, powered actor in a role. You don't get to see his face at all. So I think that was the main reason why they did that. But it didn't bother me at all in that film. And I really liked that Judge Dredd movie. Because it had humor, it had action, it had like great dialogue and great actors, and the story was good. And, it's not a brilliant, perfect movie, but it was a good, okay movie. The same as this one. When I first seen this film, I really enjoyed it. But I felt that this Dredd film was more of a story that would fit more a video game. Going up the tower block, one by one level, taking out all the bad guys, getting higher and higher until you reach the main boss at the end. It's basically what this movie is. And then the actor playing Judge Dredd was the actor who plays McCoy in the new Star Trek movies. Oh. But yeah, it's again a really good actor, and he did a really, really good job at playing Dredd. I remember I went to Comic-Con very recently, like a few weeks ago in Cardiff, and someone was dressed up as Judge Dredd from this movie. And you can't get his outfit anywhere, he's got to be custom made, but he looked absolutely great. He looked exactly movie accurate. He did a really good job on the outfit. He also had someone dressed up as Anderson as well, which is like that. It just when I seen him, I just thought, "Blimey, it's Judge Dredd," And he had this look on his face as well, being in character, and that's the whole thing. You go to Comic-Con, and you're dressed up as a certain character. Be that character. It's much more fun. Definitely much more fun. Here we go. Negotiation. You can't negotiate with Judge Dredd. You open negotiation first. Let's talk. But his negotiations I think he's more work at it, Judge Dredd, because he's already made up his mind that, that's it. You just knocked someone over, you killed someone, you just killed a whole bunch of other people. You're not going to get away with that. The sentence is death. You think you got a hostage? He thinks you just walk away from Judge Dredd. Even that, who doesn't know Judge Dredd. He goes, yeah, I heard you. Was it Hot Shot? I think in the comics you don't really have all this stuff in his gun, does he? I'm not sure because I'm not really a comic fan. Really, I don't really do comics, but as a comic book character goes, he is one of the good ones. I'm surprised. I think years ago they would have brought a video game out of this, and it would have been a lot of fun to play, I would imagine. Because it's basically a video game story. Like I said, going up the tower, taking up the bad guys, and so you reach the boss at the top of the tower, and that's it. Basically, the end. But like I said, it's not a perfect movie. It's not one like the story's not fantastic. It's very basic, but it's an okay movie. I didn't see it in the cinema when it came out in 2012. I was going to see it, but then I always like put myself off, like, oh, I'll go next week. I'll go next week, and then it never happened. And then I watched it on my computer at some point when it didn't come out, and I just thought it was a great, okay movie. And I know a lot of people didn't go see it because they didn't want to see it in 3D, which is understandable. I've only seen a couple movies in 3D, and it don't really quite work for me that much. The only one that stood out a lot in 3D was the first Hobbit film, The Unexpected Journey. Mainly the bit with the eagles at the end, that was definitely 3D, and it really stood out for me in the cinema, and it was just great. I loved it. But yeah, this is a good okay movie. I do recommend it. But I'm going to be signing out now. I hope you enjoyed this commentary, and until next time, this is Ark Echo signing out.